I begin my speech, I would like to thank God and my family, as well as my friends, for being here in all class. Today, we celebrate a rite of passage, moving on from one large part of our lives to the next. Many of you have been here for all 4 years of high school, and few have endured 7 long years since the start of middle school. And I am one of those few. I remember coming to school on my very first day in complete and utter shock. I was, without a doubt, part of the smallest group of the mixture of middle and high school students. Walking into this theater and taking my seat in the designated 6th grade section, I felt so insignificant. But as each year went by, I felt lifelong friends like my best friend, Manahil, and my Asian squad that I would never take back. OCSA was and is the home I needed to uncover my true interests. From realizing I can't do a push-up for the life of me and faking my way through every warm-up routine as an at-the-time dance major, to taking iMovie trailers and flipagram videos of the Color Wars performances every year. Each moment I spent here at OCSA has brought me one step closer to finding my purpose in life. As I entered high school, I felt less pressure to make new friends, but of course, nothing is guaranteed, and the mixture of high school students was, to say the least, intimidating. Whether it was the strong and beautifully creative Camila Gutierrez, or the intellectually gifted and humble Willet Mir, each new student was a breath of fresh air. As we take new steps in life every day, we will always be hit with unexpected curveballs. Classes will get harder and time management will get tougher. I have to admit, I've had my fair share of dodging many bullets in life. I can't tell you how often I've walked straight through the office at 9:05 with my head down and a hoodie to cover the fact that I wasn't wearing a polo. We all find our way around the paths in our lives, and that is a part of living and moving on day to day. Regardless, the school holds us all together in a very special way. We are all affixed by the passion for the arts. And the surrounding student body and faculty have all had such a significant impact on who I am today. Thank you, Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Swan, for guiding me throughout all 4 years of high school and making sure that there was never a dull moment. And I can't thank Mr. Davis enough for seeing that every student has potential, and that as long as you find a task and ask, what's next? And as long as you have the passion to move forward, you can achieve remotely anything. I found a family within my technical theater department, as well as OCSA in whole, and seeing every student radiate an unending drive within the many showcases and hung-up art gives me nothing but the desire to be the best person I can be. But as much as I'd like to say that I'm proud to be blessed with this title, and I thank God for the endless opportunities given to me throughout high school, in the end, this in no way reflects my abilities in comparison to any of you. I myself can tell you right now that I am not the perfect student. I did not have the perfect grades, and I did not have the 4.0 GPA. I wasn't the model student. In fact, I struggled all of high school with nights filled with iced coffee while reviewing for calculus and watching physics lectures at 2 times speed prior to finals. I quite honestly wish I wasn't so hard on myself these past 4 years. When my parents sat me down this year to tell me that they don't see their daughter in me anymore, but instead a ghost that comes home at midnight every night from work, only to continue to do even more work, it broke my heart. My parents made me think about my path in life and the decisions I've come to make, and I've learned from them that pushing through life will be difficult, and it won't be easier from here on out. But if you sacrifice who you are and your own happiness, it'll only make you feel worse. My parents are my biggest role models, and all I want is to show them that their own personal story of fighting their way out of Cambodian genocide alongside my grandparents to living a successful life in America, where my mom has become her very own boss, is what pushes me to become the person I am today. But even with the hard work you put towards taking a further step in advancing yourself, there will always be people that would like to see you fail. But what matters most in situations like these is that, and what I've also learned from my family, is that you see your worthiness and that you're dedicated and passionate about your choices and what you see fit. And only then will the outcome be worth it all. Because growing up and gaining new perspective makes you a stronger person, and it makes you see the world in a different light. And that, for me, is the reason why we should all be proud to graduate and take the next step in life. And I encourage all of you to push through your barriers and see that you are more than just a number. You are more than just your ranking. You are more than 7.5 billion people living in the world, because today we have been passed down the torch in life. So come on, world, we're ready.